Hi, Andrew Smith at your weekly masterclass, just value packed with inspiration. I'm a stress buster, a stress coach, and a mental health facilitator. Also a cognitive behavior therapist who wrote her first book, Fear Less, Live More. Today, I'm going to discuss how you can ease your stress and anxiety within your team. So, did you guys know that life is full of choices? Most choices are small, what we wear, what we eat, where we go for dinner and stuff like that. But some choices are big and they take us in different directions. At least some of us have the freedom to make those choices, but some choices make us feel stressed, isolated, anxious. Most of them will be rational, considered, but we're the ones that make them. Now, if we make good choices or decisions, we feel happy. But if we make the ones that, are not great for us, makes us feel sad, we blame ourselves. Our brain has cognitive defaults and errors to make some of these choices that might not be in our best interests. Now, if you harness your mind and tell yourself the story about the choice you make, it will then take control of your thoughts and your actions. It influences your choices. They are free choices, but they're not great. So I want to bring you this concept. I call it the T-cup. It is thinking correctly under pressure. So it is a method for displacing those unhelpful thoughts, filling your mind with productive, engaging words, like your language, like the words you say to yourself, to help you perform to your best. Commit to yourself fully so that you can leave those thoughts about those choices that you've made and will help with your anxiety and your stress. Now, first of them is the major source of our issues are anxiety and stress. You feel confronted when you're under pressure. Anxiety and stress triggers some symptoms inside you. Now, that perception of threat, which the anxiety and stress brings, causes tension in your body, creates an emotional distraction that can put you off the task at hand, especially when you're at work. Now, we know the stress and anxiety of rush hour traffic, project deadline, an unfriendly boss, unfriendly work environment can be difficult. So you can use this teacup method, how to think productively under pressure, to help you with the stress and anxiety. And one of those is language. Words, of course, it is a choice you make. The words that you use is the most powerful. Reframe your language. It can influence and create an attitude that once you reframe your language, it's not what you say, it's the way you say it. So you can say about a task that's really difficult, that causes you stress at work, I will look on this in detail. I will see how to process it, and that will help you. Skillful use of language directly increases your self-esteem and will develop the self-confidence in you so that you can perform better. Now, how are you going to manage your learning? Learn best by doing things and don't worry about the failure when you're doing it. Rather than direct instruction, just try doing it. It will improve your understanding. It will raise your potential for performing better. Our brains are efficient organs, but we want to stay in that comfort zone to conserve our energy. So the brain works in negatives and positives. So try and think of the positives about what you're learning, even though sometimes you don't know what you're doing, so that you're not thinking of the negative all the time, because it leads to fear of failure, you feel foolish. Then the next is implicit and explicit balance. The key to developing this balance is the right amount of information is required for improving and being more productive. Don't overload your brain too much with explicit information that will inhibit you. The best way to understand is think of the tip of an iceberg. It's your conscious thought. So the vast portion of that iceberg is under the water. So you know what you need to do. So depend on that instead of stressing about the things that on top of the iceberg that you don't know, so which you can learn easily. Now, behavioral change. Remember that you can set your goals, but being consistent and taking small steps is important. Having incredible patience with yourself and learning through repetition. Did you know that dolphins learn to accept and reinforce their behavior by repetition and ignore the things that they don't want? So, just to recap, teacup is thinking correctly under pressure. It's a method to displacing those unhelpful thoughts, filling your mind with productive, engaging keys, language that will help you perform to your best. Commit fully to the process, and the outcome will take care of itself. I would say be in the zone. Engage your mind fully to those specific, precise thoughts that will displace those unhelpful, negative thoughts. And you will, approach pressure and perform better. Did you know that your body is made of multiple systems and they're all connected and they're all designed to protect you? So if you feel something and you know that's not true, you will sense it through your deepest awareness. You don't need somebody else to tell you what's right or wrong. You need to take that method to think correctly under pressure, teacup method, and learn what you feel in your whole being. So thank you for watching today. I welcome you to ask me any questions in the thread below, or please, book like a little discovery call with me to see how I can help. Take care.